What family member ruined their own reputation at a funeral? My 7-year-old daughter Luna was practicing her poem for her grandfather's funeral when my phone rang. It was my sister-in-law, Jane. Listen, tomorrow's service is for adults who can handle grief appropriately. Luna's too young, and frankly, after her meltdown at Christmas, we don't need that energy. Luna has selective mutism. She can speak, but anxiety makes her go completely silent around most people. The meltdown Jane referenced was Luna crying when forced to perform a song for 30 relatives she'd never met. But with Grandpa, Luna found her voice. He was the only extended family member she'd talk to freely. Jane, Dad specifically asked Luna to read something. It was his last. Well, he's not here to be disappointed, is he? Besides, the funeral home has strict capacity limits. That was a lie. I'd already called them. No limits. Luna had been sitting beside me coloring a picture for Grandpa's casket. She looked up at me with huge eyes. Aunt Patty doesn't want me there. I muted the phone. We're going, baby. Grandpa wanted you there. Jane texted. The funeral director has your names on a do not admit list. Luna saw it. Like we're bad people? No, sweetheart. Aunt Patty is just sad and making bad choices. Luna spent the next hour practicing her poem in front of her stuffed animals, voice getting stronger each time. Grandpa taught me brave doesn't mean loud. Sometimes brave is showing up when you're scared. My phone buzzed. Mom calling. Jane says Luna's too disruptive. Mom, Dad asked Luna to read. His last request was hearing her voice at his service. Long pause. Come anyway. I'll handle Jane. The next morning, Luna chose her outfit carefully. Grandpa's favorite color purple, with the butterfly necklace he'd given her. She practiced her poem one more time in the mirror, then went completely silent. Her anxiety was kicking in, but her eyes were determined. At the funeral home, Jane stood at the entrance like a bouncer, arms crossed. I specifically said, Mom appeared behind her. Jane, move. This is what Dad would want? Some child making this about her? Luna tugged my hand. In the quietest voice, she whispered, tell her Grandpa said I'm his brave butterfly. Jane heard and scoffed. Oh, please. The selective mutism act? She talks when she wants attention. That's when my brother James arrived with his 3 kids. Hey, Luna, we saved you a seat up front where Grandpa wanted you. Jane's face went red. You knew about this? We all did. Dad talked about Luna's poem for weeks. It was the last thing he was excited about. Inside, Luna sat frozen during the service, clutching her poem. When it was her turn, she walked to the podium, looked at the crowd, and couldn't speak. Jane smirked from her seat. 30 seconds passed. 40. Someone coughed. Luna's eyes filled with tears. Then James's 8-year-old son stood up. You can do it, Luna. Grandpa's listening. Luna took a deep breath. The first line came out as a whisper. My grandpa said hearts speak louder than voices. By the third line, her voice grew stronger. By the end, she was speaking clearly. He said I was his brave butterfly, and butterflies don't need to roar to soar. The entire room was crying, except Jane. After the service, Jane cornered us. That manipulative performance? Mom cut her off. Jane, there's something you should know. Dad's will reading is tomorrow. Finally, someone responsible can handle the estate. Mom smiled coldly. Dad left Luna his piano, the one you've been trying to claim for months. He also left her a college fund. And there's a video. What video? Dad recorded a message 3 days before he died. Should I play it now? Jane went pale. What does it say? Mom pulled out her phone. Grandpa's voice filled the lobby. If you're watching this, it means Jane tried to stop Luna from attending. Jane, I've removed you as executor and from my will entirely. Jane's husband stood up. You tried to ban a 7-year-old from her grandfather's funeral? Jane lunged at Mom, screaming. Security dragged her out, but not before she shrieked. I've been stealing from him for years. You'll never find where I hid it. Everyone froze. But when police searched Grandpa's phone, they found something worse than theft. Jane had been recording Luna without permission for months. Full story on my channel. Link below.